Hey guys, found a great BLM spot right outside of Meyers, Montana. It's about 20 miles off of the main highway. It's a small farming town, and I looked it up on an app that I got and was able to locate it, and I think I might have the whole place to myself, but we'll have to wait and see. It was a beautiful ride today to get here, and I got a lot of work to do to set up camp, so why don't we take a look at the ride that I took before we get set up. Well, I've got a little further review on the Helinox chair. First off, when I go motorcycle camping, I don't use the bag that it comes in anymore. I keep it in my saddlebag, right on the top, because I find a lot of times what I want to do when I first get to camp isn't pull everything out of this big bag here, set everything up. I just want to sit down and relax first, and so I just keep it in the saddlebag. I don't use the bag that it comes in because if you've got it in one secure spot right at the top, you don't really need it. And then I just pull it out right when I get to camp and relax. But as far as the chair itself, I love it. It's 1,000 times better than not having a chair. Even when you have a bench, you know, the fire pit's all the way over there, you really need a chair to have when you're camping. And this is a great chair. The only thing that I would change is that it has these little tiny legs here, which work okay in most situations, but they can dig in, especially if you're in sand or loose gravel, and then you can get off balance and even fall. So all they would need to do is just put a detachable flat leg or foot that would just attach onto the end of the end instead of this type of foot here. And then for me, I have pretty wide shoulders, and so after a while this part can tend to dig in the back of your shoulder here, and it can get a little uncomfortable after a while. But if you're wearing a jacket or something like that, you really don't notice it. It's only if you have a shirt or no shirt on, or just a shirt. But other than that, it's great. I also wanted to show you guys another purchase that I've had for a while, but I haven't really used it much, because most of the places I go have a bench like this place. But this bench doesn't do you any good when you're sitting around the campfire and you don't want to get up to do your cooking or just to have some place to set your drink or your food. Like this on Amazon. It's really lightweight, really easy to set up. Just like that. Like this. And there you go. And it's about the same height as the Helinox chair. So it works out great. And you can sit next to the fire, not have to get up to cook. You can cook right here, and you can set all your stuff there too, and keep it off of the ground. These two things together work really well. Well, we've got our camp pretty much set up. So why don't we go explore a little bit. Now this campsite is located right along the Yellowstone River in Montana. And like I said before, it is right near the town of Meyers. And I looked up this location on an app called Allspace Camping. I think it was $4.99 for the app. And you can filter out certain types of campgrounds, and I clicked BLM. And for those of you that don't know, BLM stands for Bureau of Land Management. It's a federal, basically the government, a federal agency that controls federal land, which is public land, which is our land, so we are able to camp on it for free. The downside of that is the majority of the time it doesn't have any amenities, but check this place out. This is a boat launch here, so this is free as well. And here is the Yellowstone River. Now, like I said before, there is a town nearby, but this is a farming community, and I don't think that the town is big enough to have a store or a restaurant for that matter. But what do you say we go check it out and see? Maybe we can get lucky, find ourselves a beer.
Well, yeah. Didn't know that Dallas was going to have to carry that truck.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I'll bring you some of that.
You have it for me if you ever get on it.
Oh no, I've tried it. It's not good.
Excuse me. Sure.
I kind of know where I'm going.
I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
Outside.
That's nice if we got it.
Well, Meyers, Montana was actually a great little town. Not only did it have the gas station, which had basically anything that you could need, it also had a couple local bars and an Ace Hardware, much to my surprise. Now, I didn't get a chance to stop at the bars and say hello because I already had a couple beers in my tailcase that were getting warm, and I had a lot more camping to do that night. But the people were very friendly. As a matter of fact, every car that I passed on my way to and from town waved hello. Now, that's not normal commonplace in Southern California where I'm from. So if you're ever passing through the 94 in Montana, do yourself a favor and head north a bit and check out the Howry Island Recreation Area and take a ride through Meyers, Montana. The people there will welcome you with a warm hello. All right, success. Locals were really nice. This is what they pulled, so this is what I pulled. I've had Busch Light before. It's basically the cheaper version of Budweiser. It's all Anheuser-Busch. Yeah. The sun is starting to go down, so that means mosquitoes are about to come out, so I'm going to respray. Hands and everything. And in a minute I'm gonna put my jeans back on. There's no shower here either, so it's gonna be a pretty dirty night's sleep. I think I'll probably get a hotel room tomorrow night. Get a nice hot shower after 2 long days of riding and a long night of camping. Anyway, the day is young. The day is over. The night is young. I have to drink these fast because I don't have any ice or a cooler, so if I don't, they'll get warm. Bought a slingshot. Help keep me entertained. Now the trick is to do it in one fluid motion and not to hold and aim, because then you just start getting tired and shaking. First try! Boom! Look at this. It actually went through the can. How about that? Thing would freaking hurt. Slingshots are not a toy, but they're fun. All right, kids, time for some dinner. What are we having tonight? Some potatoes, some beans, and Spam. That's right, kids. Spam. I grew up on this stuff when I was younger, and I haven't had it in a long time. Now it's making a comeback, and so I found one of these single slice packets at the store and decided to buy it. So let's cook it all up. Now I'm going to start with the potatoes. In order to cook the whole bag, you need 2 cups of water. I'm only going to cook half, so I'm going to use 1 cup of water. And I need to bring it to a boil. If If you watched my first motocamping video, then you know how all this works. Pocket rocket. Spin these around, open them up. 1 cup of water. That's about a pound. 8 ounces. There we go. Cover it up. Let it boil. Okay, we've got it to a boil. Whew. It's gonna take half of this bag of roasted potatoes, instant potatoes. Turn that off. And measure out about half a bag. Dump it in. Just take it down off of this burner. And then just start mixing it up. And it slowly starts to thicken. Well, our GoPro died on us, which means we're gonna have to use the iPhone, but unfortunately I don't have a lot of storage on the iPhone, so we're gonna have to start moving pretty quickly here. So, gonna get going with the Spam and the beans. Gonna start with the Spam. And in here I've got just a little bit of oil. This is a 5-hour energy container. I find that they work really well to hold water, oil or any other liquid for that matter, without actually spilling it. You see it's already starting to steam. Turn this down really low. Open up this Spam here. Oh man, it's been a long time. Look at that. What is Spam? I really don't know. Fully cooked, ready to eat. So I guess you could just eat that raw. Ingredients: pork, water, salt, modified potato starch, sugar, potassium chloride, and sodium nitrate. And that's it. So, just gonna give that, okay, that's it done. Just gonna let that cook. And then, gonna warm up our beans at the same time. Huh? Is that a dinner for champions or what? There we go, got a little color on the Spam now. I'm just gonna let that all heat up. And our potatoes have definitely gone cold. and dry. So we're gonna add them as well. Okay, I think we are ready. Turn this all the way off. And let's see what we got here. Let's try this Spam. Ooh, hot. Yep, tastes just like I remember. Really can't go wrong with barbecue beans, and these instant mashed potatoes are amazing. Oh, chili dough. It's really good, simple, and all this stuff will last for your whole trip if you want to pack it before you go. So it's nice to have this type of food in your gear if you ever have to pull over and camp, you don't have a chance to go shopping. This is just a nice meal just to always have it ready. All right, well, I'm gonna finish up and start a fire in just a bit. This is gonna be our tinder bundle here. As you can see, we've got the tinder bundle, got some little sticks, slightly larger sticks, and we need some medium-sized sticks here. Well guys, the wood's all cut, the sun has set, so that means it's time for a little nightcap. Tonight for me, that's going to be a little hot chocolate and peppermint schnapps. If you saw my other motor camping video, you will know this is a favorite of mine. So our hot chocolate is nice and hot. Now we just need to add a little kick to it. A little peppermint schnapps. Mix that in. Ooh, yeah. Man. That's good. Whew, what a good day. Yeah, that's got some kick. So you know my favorite nightcap. Why don't you guys let me know what your favorite camping nightcap is? Give me some ideas. Make it something that's simple and doesn't require a lot of prep, because I got limited capabilities on my motorcycle. But yeah, let me know if you got a good idea on a good nightcap. I highly recommend you try this one. Oh, the fire is raging now. Even though there's still some light out, it's already past 9:30. So I'll probably let this fire die out and then head to bed soon. It's not that late, but I want to get as early a start as possible. Nothing worse than packing up in the morning if it's hot out. So tomorrow, on to Bismarck, North Dakota. Like I said before, I'll probably end up staying in a hotel and get a nice shower. But this has been a great day. Beautiful ride. Beautiful camp spot. Perfect weather. But yeah, I'll be calling it a night soon, so I'll check in with you guys right before I hit the sack, once I put this fire out. Hey guys, well, I've got most of the stuff picked up, so I should be able to get ready and go fairly quickly in the morning. I'm not even in the sleeping bag. In fact, I'm just going to use the liner as a sheet because it's really not that cold at all, especially compared to Yellowstone that I've been staying at the last 3 nights, where it got down into the 30s. I don't even think it's into the low 60s right now. So I'm going to head to bed, and I will check in with you guys in the morning. Have a good night. Morning. It's just past 5 a.m. and I am up and pretty wide awake. Slept pretty well last night. It did drop down quite a bit colder. In fact, right now I think is the coldest that it's supposed to be, which is around 55, which isn't that cold. But I did have to get inside my sleeping bag. Yeah, I'm gonna get up and start moving here. I've been staying with my sister and brother-in-law in their trailer the past few nights when we were in Yellowstone, and my niece, who's 10 months old, gets up at 5 every morning, which means we all get up at 5 every morning, which is good because it allows you to get a jump start on the day and keeps you from staying up too late at night. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Start packing up and then head out. I will catch up with you guys later. Good morning, dear. You want some coffee? A little cup of joe and watch the sunrise on the river? Yes, please. how's it going, guys? I'm Luke. This is my bike. Thanks for checking out our video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, click subscribe. And if you got any questions or comments, or you just want to talk some smack, leave it in the comment section below. Take care. Right, Sid.